but we will be on top of the situation, and we will have the evidence. If there are any wrongdoing, and this is one message that I want to very clearly send to the folks at Westminster United or any workers on the other side. If you're going to collect signatures, that's within your right to do so. Do it legally and do it fairly. Do not prey on my community, on our community, under false pretense and misrepresentation. Okay, if you want to play the game, play it fairly and play it by the rules. That's all we ask. And we will defeat you at the polls. This community, they are known quantities. They are known people. So money is not really a factor, and I know that we will confidently defeat this recall effort, which has absolutely no merit or substance. But I can tell you one thing: if there's going to be a fight or a competition, let's do it the fair way, do it the American way, and do it by law. We will defeat you guys. I know that because we have talked to all the residents, and we have a very strong plan to push back on this recall.
Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Ngo, as known as Ngo Đình Lược. I'm one of the Vietnamese American Voice of the Border organized, and I heard people told me that they use the low rent control and ask people to sign the recall. So I ran to Walmart and accidentally, I record the form. One form they put that the rent control, low rent control is signed here. It's one face they put the low rent control, and one face and they put the recall. And one of the Korean lady, she just came to Orange County, and actually she lives in Orange County, and she just moved to Westminster, and she just doesn't know that the trick, and she just signed the low rent control, and he turned on the other side, asked her to sign. After she signed, and I told him, this one not a rent control, and the lady looked at the thing, and she asked the guy, why you told me this one the rent control, and what is it? And he told the lady that this one is a recall. The cheetah is a corruption, that's like gang of three in Westminster. And she said, no, I am not vote for him, and I don't know about him, so I don't want to sign. And then she asked for the recall paper, and she crossed it out. That time I very upset, and I talked to him. You cannot do that. If you guys want to do it, and you guys have to rent control and recall is fine, but you have to put it in the separate folder. Right? You cannot put in the same folder and trick people like that. And I ran into the supermarket, the Walmart, and asked the manager, and they say that this one is like corporate, so the manager cannot do anything. So I think you can call and they can check the video and you can see that, because I think that they do the trick. If they can do the trick like that, so they don't even ask people to sign the recall. They can. If they can do fraud, they can copy the signature, address, and everything from the rent control to the recall later. Because I asked them, why you guys don't put your name on the bottom of the form? Because I want to sign, but here I have to put the name and your name on the bottom of the form here. Make sure that you collect my signature so I can take picture. So they say, oh, I will do that after when we finish. That means, that's the trick too. So that's why I think that everyone have to be aware and have to be careful about when you sign anything. Because when they report a number of signature and you guys don't know, and they may check, the government may call you and ask you, but that's the future problem, I don't know. But I think everyone begin to sign anything need to read all the information first before you sign, because make sure you guys not get into the fraud. Thank you.
Why don't we go with the video first? And then Jacqueline can also. I think you.
You can sign all three of them. They go together.
Hello everyone, my name is Jacqueline. I'm actually at the same event that Joseph was at. They were very misleading because they asked if I want rent control. And so one side they have rent control, and then as soon as you sign the rent control, they go, oh, you live in Westminster, you need to sign this one also. They flip it over, and there's a name of one of the three that's being recalled. And then if you sign, the lady signed one, then they said, oh, you need to sign all three because this is a gang of three. You need to sign all three. And so that's when we start recording. At that time, the lady, after she understood that it was not just rent control, she crossed the name out. She didn't want to sign it. So because of the misleading information, people just signed without looking. But luckily, we were there at the time and we caught it caught in action. But this people right at Walmart is very convincing because they have a really big size rent control, and that's how they get people attention. Also, my own son and daughter were stopped at various places, Albertson, at Walmart, and there is a Hispanic, African American gentleman, and he was just, he didn't even want to present any fact at all. He just said, hey, sign this form. I got money for it, man. I'm here to recall some local senator, he said. And my son was like, oh, really? What is it? Can I ask him for information before I signed it? And the guy said, oh, you live in the city, man. You go find out on the website, and then you come back and you sign it. I get money every time you sign it. So obviously, it wasn't convincing. And my daughter also got stopped at Albertson. And it's all accusation, corrupted, taking kickback. And she go, oh, was there any proof that I can see? No. And then they accused the mayor of trying to get the police out of the city. And then the mayor got voted in without the voter consent when Margie Wright left the city. So my daughter was like, oh, really? I thought you have to vote for it. They have no answer. And then Charlie got voted in without voter consent. That was like totally blow my daughter mind away. Like, isn't there, some, they have to go through the election. So these people, they don't know what they are doing. They just accusing without any proof, and they just try to get people to sign so that they can get the signature. They also accuse Kimberly Ho of not living in Westminster. So my daughter challenged that person. Well, then how come the police and the local Orange County District didn't do anything about it? There's no answer. So they just throw out things, all this allegation, to get people to sign it. Yeah.
Well, thank you. The witnesses will be available for the Q&A portion, of course. So question and answer. So this is the video at Walmart.
Oh no, this was for Mayor Tree Top. Yeah. No, that's when you make confuse her. No, I told you. That's the rent control. It's not the state. The state can only control the apartment and housing only, not the mobile home. Yeah. Okay, you guys. I know that they make the rent control. It's just for confuse people to sign this form. You know the mayor do for the city. Oh, you like the mayor? Yeah, the mayor and the vice mayor and the councilman, they're good for the city of Westminster. Why you guys do? You need to sign all three of them. They go together. Yeah, it's because you start this one right here. They go all together.
Well, I was thinking you told me that this is for the rent.
Oh no, this was for Mayor Tree Top.
Oh,
yeah.
No, if
Yeah, that's when you make confuse her.
No, I told
Yeah,
her there's just a lot
that's
of
the
people.
rent control. It's not the state. The state can the state can only control the apartment and housing only, not
Right,
not
yeah.
the mobile home.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you guys. I know that they make the rent control. It's just for confuse people to sign this form. You know the mayor do for the city.
Oh, you like the mayor?
Yeah, the mayor,
you guys like
and the vice mayor and the councilman, they done good for the city of Westminster. Why you guys do this? You guys
No,
trade.
I told her, but you confused me. I told her, but you guys confused
No,
me.
first they come in, you do this one, you tell them the rent control, and now you can do this one for like,
No, I told her.
Yeah,
I
to
told her.
recall. You
I
guys
told her
cannot
it
do
was for
this.
recall. Yeah.
You not can just do this,
I was
man.
the one signing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you guys
You
ambushed
told
us.
me.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
told me for lower the rent.
Right, and then
Yeah.
I said one more, and
I
then
said
they ambushed
one
me.
more. So, but this is the only one that you let me sign. I was thinking that's why I asked you.
Yeah.
I wanted to clarify everything that I had to sign.
Yeah.
Because I am new at Westminster, so I do not know. Actually, in the last election, I did not vote for him
Yeah.
because I was over in the other county. So, kindly just erase my
Yeah.
name, okay?
Yeah, I
Have
was
to be
telling
very
you.
clear, you cannot.
Actually,
This one don't lower the rent.
Yeah, that's
This one only the
This is for
the
the
people
rent.
for the
Yeah,
mobile
okay.
home. But mobile home, the state cannot involve do anything. You know.
Yeah, you signed for the rent already.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
it. Thank you. No problem. Just to clarify because I have no idea who.
Hey, you guys should not let the guy put a table here. They confuse people for the lower the rent, and they ask them.
Thank you so much. Well, you just get one clip. We have a number of other clips as well. But for purposes of today's presentation, we have two more witnesses who interacted directly with the signature collectors, and they have direct information to provide as well. Quý vị mới vừa thấy chỉ là một cái clip rất là ngắn. Thì quý vị thấy rõ cái sự tráo trở của những nhân viên mà họ lấy chữ ký, là họ bất cứ giá nào họ muốn lấy chữ ký để mà họ có tiền. Và họ dùng cái vấn đề rent control là cái vấn đề giảm cái tiền thuê nhà để mà kéo khách vào, mà trong cái danh từ như quý vị đã thấy rõ trên cái tấm hình này, đó cái danh từ trong truyền thống Việt Nam chúng ta thường gọi đó là treo đầu dê để mà bán thịt chó, là đúng theo cái danh từ ngoài đường như vậy. Yes, and that's why I think part of the reasons why you see the desperate effort on the side of the opposition to try to get the signatures under any circumstances, including pushing the envelope to the border of fraud and misrepresentation to get these signatures under any circumstances. Yes.
I'm trying to understand what was said a few moments ago, showing the display of the commissioners and your comment about people could putting two and two together. I could be wrong, but are we implying that this is a political struggle between the Vietnamese community and non-Vietnamese in Westminster?
I think it's more complicated than an either or one side against the other. As I've said very clearly, and in Vietnamese, I'm sorry, but I'll repeat it in English for your benefit. This, my clients, the mayor and the council members share with me. And basically, this is an effort on the part of the losing side, political. A very small minority of politicals, whether they are candidates or supporters or advocates, who ran and who had specific candidates who they supported in the November election of 2018, and they failed. Secondly, for whatever reasons they failed. Secondly, there's another group of people who do not like to see the growth and the power of the council majority as it is being constituted right now, of three, in which they are doing a lot of good work for the city. But because they're not part of that process, they want to knock the council majority. And this is, as I would call them, an illegitimate coup d'etat because they have a right. They have a right to run for re-election or election come next year if they want it to put their name on the ballot and be on the city council instead of wasting $362,000 for this special election, money which could go to police, seniors, and youth programs in the city. And what?
Yes, there are some accusations against Mayor Chita for all the wrongdoing which have happened under the time when former Mayor Maggie Rice was a Westminster mayor. So what do you say about that, Mayor Chita?
I want to repeat one more time for the other group. Our opponent, they tried to spread a lot of rumor against me and other members of the city council, but they could not provide any evidence. I need evidence. I need facts. And if they want to continue to do that, I don't think they could able to convince our community. They accept that a lot of wrongdoing in the last few years, but I need the facts. I need evidence. So basically, all the allegations out there against us, completely no evidence. They don't, and they're not based on any fact. So I don't think at the end of the day, the community, they could able to believe in that.
Yêu thích chương trình của Trust Media Network, xin quý vị ủng hộ chúng tôi bằng cách bấm vào nút màu đỏ phía dưới bên tay phải. Đó là cách ủng hộ chúng tôi, Trust Media Network, một cách thiết thực nhất. Một lần nữa, xin trân trọng cảm tạ quý vị.